Good afternoon, everybody. It's Steve again here at Don at Amott Leisure, and welcome to the latest video on the showground here at Hilton. And this is a brand new, very sought after, very rare, because you don't see a lot of them on the Fiat chassis especially, Expedition C63. Now this is Auto-Trail's, I want to say entry level, but it isn't, because it's got some special things on it or some nice features, but it is their cheaper price point at just over £60,000. So if you're on a budget but you still want a 4 travelling, 4 sleeping motorhome, this could be perfect for you. It's in the Expedition Grey, which does have the body coloured bumper at the front. We've added in the alloy wheels on the external, and then you get a bit of storage under here. So you've got a bit of room to store things in just there. And obviously I'll talk about the things that you don't get and also the things that you do get. It is Euro 6 compliant because you've got your AdBlue just in there as well. Now, because it is brand new, and as I said, it is sort of their lower price point, there is no awning, so you would be fitting an awning on it yourself, and there also is no window in your habitation door. However, it does have an electric step, which they didn't always have, and it does have a habitation door fly screen, again, which they didn't always have. So they've listened and they've added in what they needed to add in. Here is your water fill just there, round to the back, and you have got points to add in a bike rack. There is no reversing camera and no reversing sensors, but we did add into the order a doubled-in radio, so it has got a screen on the radio. Toilet cassette is in there, LPG is in there, and then you've got your external electric point and electric hookup just there with all your drain offs to that side. So obviously the idea behind it, as I said, it is a lower price point, so you see very minimal graphics on the side, but I think that looks really nice because there's nothing to it. It's just nice and basic, which I think is a good thing. It is obviously the high line because there's a overcab bed in there, which I'll show you in a minute as we head on in. So the next video will show you the inside. So back again, so we're going to head on in now. As I said, you do get your fly screen. I think this is a really cool feature that you don't see on some of the expensive ones. So you've got an entry light, so you can see where you're going when you head on in, as we're going to do now. Those of you familiar with the F-Line series, you'll see very similar colour schemes, but there is darker material on the seats. So we'll start off at the front as we normally do. The Fiat cab. It is the Series 8 Fiat cab, so it is the latest Fiat cab that they've got, which does have speed limit and cruise control on the right hand side, and then menu functions on the left hand side. It is the manual, as I said, 140 brake, and it has got the Zenit stereo system in there, which does have Bluetooth, which does have DAB, and does have Apple CarPlay as well, so you're all sorted for sat-nav. You've got seats that both spin round. So this seat and this seat will spin round, and then here is your first sleeping area. So you could use it as a single bed if you wanted to, or a nice decent sized double, and then it does have the protection. So if you have got your children up there, you can hook that in so they're not going to roll over and put themselves at risk of any injury. And then there is a ladder at the back from here that gets up, and then this will also form a bed. So there's slats at the back that slide under, slats at the back slide under, and it's this bit here that makes up your bed. Those eagle-eyed would have noticed that we've also added in the half dinette. So it is a 4 travelling. This will just basically lift up, that'll lift out the way, and that will again give you your space for your legs to sit in. But all of this is familiar with the Auto-Trail lovers out there. It's the familiar colour scheme, it's the familiar wood, loads of storage all around the top, and then little bits underneath as well, so you've got a decent storage space just in there. Obviously under there is where we looked from the outside locker, and then there's even a little bit of storage under there as well. That will lift up to unveil a little bit of storage. And then moving back, so yeah, that just lifts up and slides under, and then you've even got the push there, so you can attach them to it, so they're not going to go anywhere while you're traveling. Moving further back, a nice decent worktop space here. Obviously no TV aerial point, but most people nowadays will stream to the television anyway, so most smart televisions that we do sell in the shop will allow you to stream. The old fridge and freezer box there, just enough room for Richard's fish fingers, which he talks about a lot. Inside here you've got your folding standalone table, so you can use that down there or outside if you wanted to. More space up here for hiding things in. And then in here, a nice decent wardrobe that goes quite far back as well, so plenty of room to put the dresses and the going out clothes without creasing them up. And then in there, enough space for your shoes.
Yeah, that's a lovely shoe.
So it is a lovely shoe cupboard in there. And then bathroom to this side, as Auto-Trail do in most of their larger ones, it is a separate shower and toilet. Again, loads and loads of space. Loads of space to have a shower. You've even got a rail across the top to hang your wet clothes on. So we get asked quite a lot, you know, if I've been out walking and my coat's got wet, where do I hang it? Well, up there you've got a nice hanger to hang it on. And then into the back, the nice compact kitchen where you've got a 3 gas hob there with a combination oven and grill down at the bottom. Loads of drawer space there, and there's your cutlery drawer. This can act as a worktop, but massive sink, which you don't always see. I say a lot of them you get a smaller sink. Nice use of lighting. And then here, if I pull that, an extension cable with a further 3 230 volts. So again, on the F lines, you wouldn't get that. You'd just get your one plug.
Yeah.
So we'll push that back down. So whereas it seems to obviously lose on some things, it gains on other things. So I felt very reluctant to say entry level, because I don't believe it is an entry level. I think it's got everything that you need and loads of really, really cool features, and the colour scheme really works, and I think it's lovely for what you get. We've also added cab blinds as well at the front, so you have got your cab blinds as well, so you've not got to worry about that. But it's really spacious, it's really light, it's really airy. It does everything that you'll ever need it to do for a family of 4, or if there's 2 of you. You've even got USB points underneath just there as well. So it's got everything you want. It will be available on our showground from today, so we're going to stick it on the end. It will be on our website today as well. As I said, they're very sought after, they're very rare. We get a lot of people inquiring about them. Well, we've now got one in stock. It's available to sell. So if you're interested, pick up the phone, ask to speak to Steve, because I'd love to look after you and show you around the van in person. But thanks very much for watching, really appreciate it, and hopefully we'll see you soon to open it up and show you around it. Take care.